कम्प्युटर साइन्स र इन्फर्मेसन टेक्नोलोजीका प्रोफेसनल कोर्सहरूको लागि सब्स्क्राइब गर्नुहोस् टेक शास्त्र युट्युब च्यानल। So let's talk about relational algebra. रिलेसनल अल्जेब्रामा भेरिएबलको रूपमा हामीले रिलेसनलाई राख्छौँ र रिलेसन भन्ने बित्तिकै सर्टमा हामीले कुनै एउटा टेबल बुझ्न सक्छौँ हैन। कुनै पनि रिलेसनलाई एज अ भेरिएबल हामी राख्छौँ र त्यो रिलेसनमा केही अपरेसन्सहरू पर्फर्म गर्छौँ हामी हैन। अल्जेब्रा भन्ने बित्तिकै केही अपरेटर्सहरू हुन्छन्, ती अपरेटर्सहरूले केही अपरेसन्सहरू पर्फर्म गर्छन् र त्यो अपरेटर्सहरूले अपरेसन पर्फर्म गर्छ केमा भन्दा केही अपरेन्ड्सहरूमा। We learn about different operations that we can perform along with different relations. Okay, operations that are performed are over here given in your syllabus. Unary relation operations, where we already discussed, I hope, about the select and project. Okay, select र project को बारेमा हामीले यो भन्दा पहिला पनि डिस्कस गरिसकेका छौं। त्यसमा अरु रिलेसनल अल्जेब्रा अपरेशन्स फ्रम सेट थ्योरीहरु पनि छ। सेट थ्योरी भन्ने बित्तिकै द अपरेशन्स विल बी युनियन, इन्टरसेक्सन, डिफरेन्स, जोइन एन्ड डिभिजन। ओके, मेनली यी अपरेशन्सहरुमा पर्फर्म गर्न हामी सिक्छौं यो च्याप्टरमा। र लास्टमा यो रिलेसनल क्याल्कुलस छ र डोमेन रिलेसनल क्याल्कुलस र टपल रिलेसनल क्याल्कुलस, दुई थरी रिलेसनल क्याल्कुलसको ब्रान्च छ। यसको चाहिँ इन्ट्रोडक्सन मात्रै हुन्छ है। सो इन दिस वे वी विल कम्प्लिट दिस लेसन। सो फर्स्ट अफ अल, relational algebra. What is a relational algebra? Relational algebra is a procedural query language which takes instance of relations as input and yields instance of relation as output. Okay, so in addition we take two numbers as input and take another number, the resultant number, as output in normal addition. In the same way, in relational algebra also we do some operations, but those operations will be on some relations. Okay, and the output or the resultant of that operation will also be some relation, but the relation may obtained in the result may be a bit different. Okay, we apply unary or binary operations on the relations and get the resultant relation as output. Nothing new. The relations will be operand and the relations will be output or the result. As in the ordinary algebra, here also we may have unary or binary operations. Okay, unary operations will be performed or unary operations will be performed only on single operand, right, as you already know. And the binary operations definitely will be performed between two operands. Here operands means the relations. Okay, so we will learn these different operations in relational algebra. Over here, few relational algebraic expressions like join, they have multiple types. We will cover that also, but altogether these 11 operations are there. So let's get into unary relational operations. The relational algebra operations that take single, obviously single operand or single relation as operand are called unary operations. And there are mainly two unary operations. Okay, select and project. So first of all, let's go for the select operation. Okay, select operation is used to choose a subset of tuples from a relation that satisfy a selection condition. Select operation is similar to which SQL query? I want to ask you once. Anyway, select operation is similar to select asterisk operation in SQL. So here we are having some relations. Okay, we are having some relations in the database. Those relations are the tables. Okay, we may have some ID over here, and we may have some, suppose this is employee table. Okay, this is employee table. If we imagine, then we have ID, we have name, we have post, we have salary, we have contact, and all those different attributes. And here we have a number of records. Okay, here we have a number of records. Now we want to write some query. Actually, we want to design some query to get the desired thing from this table, this relation. Okay, then we use relational algebra. Actually, we could use directly SQL, but actually uh, we are here learning relational algebra, which is prior to the SQL. Okay, relational algebra comes prior to the SQL, but we are already having some ideas about SQL, so it may seems irrelevant to you, but it has a very big meaning in the database studies. So if you want to get something from this table, then we have two operations, two very primary operations in relational algebra. They are the select and project. Select and project, right? What is the symbol given to the select operation? I hope you remember it. What is it? It's sigma, small sigma. And the project operation is pi. We use these notations for select and project operation. So select operation is similar to select asterisk. I told you. Select operation is actually the horizontal filter on the relation. Okay, where you are not having filter on the attributes, where you are having filter on the tuples. Here are the tuples. A number of tuples are there, but you are getting the tuples with some condition, some conditional statement you are going to apply, and you are getting some selected tuples, but you are having all the attributes in the result. That is the select operation. And project operation is kind of vertical filter where you will get desired attributes only. Okay, you are getting the desired attributes only from all the tuples. The select operation is used to choose a subset of tuples from a relation that satisfy a selection condition. So the subset will be on tuples. Select operation will give the subset of tuples, not attributes. Remember, the subset of tuples will be given. So here are suppose here are 100 tuples or the records. Out of 100 records, if you perform select operation, you may get 50 records as your resultant relation. So this is a subset of tuples. Select operation gives the subset of the tuples. It works as a horizontal filter, as I already mentioned you. It works as horizontal filter because it filters the tuples. Okay, if here are 100 tuples or 1000 tuples, it gives some selected tuples only. So tuples are filtered. That means horizontal filter. This operation divides the given set of tuples into two sets, one that satisfies the condition and the other that don't. So whenever you apply the select operation on any relation, then all the tuples will be divided into two sets. Because with select condition, you always apply some condition. And that condition will be satisfied only for some selected tuples. So you will get two sets. One, the set of tuples that validate the given condition, and the other set of tuples that doesn't satisfy the given condition. Notation for select operation is sigma. So how we use select operation? The syntax of writing the select operation is this one. This way you can write, where you write sigma and then selection condition will be written and the relation on which you want to apply this condition and the select operation. Okay, so R is the relation where you apply the condition, and the select condition is the condition or the criteria that the uh, resultant tuples must satisfy. Here the result is relation that satisfy this condition. Okay, relation of those tuples or the collection of those tuples from employee that satisfy this condition. All right, so there may be few employees which are having salary greater than 40,000. Then the set of those employee, the relation containing those employees having this condition satisfied, that is called the result of this relational algebra operation. You can apply any Boolean operation, okay, and or not can be applied in the condition, and condition can be uh, condition you can add any number of condition connected with any Boolean operation like and or not. What do you understand by degree of a relation in relational algebra?
Number of attributes solan sir.
Yeah, number of attributes. For in any relation, we may have a several number of attributes. For example, in the previous uh, example, there may be how many attributes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the degree of this relation employee is 5. Definitely, the degree of the resultant relation will be preserved. In which operation? Select operation. Second point says number of tuples in the resultant relation may reduce. The tuples may reduce, of course, isn't it? In the resultant relation, we may have fewer tuples. Here may be 1,000 tuples or the records. Here may be 100 tuples or the records. Or it is not always guaranteed that the tuples number of tuples will be reduced, because in some exception, some cases, not exceptional, very acceptable cases, where all the tuples which will satisfy the given condition. For example, I can say I can add one more table, one more column over here in the employee table, that will be nationality. Okay, in the nationality everybody may be Nepali. So when I perform this operation, sigma means select, condition is nationality. Nationality will be Nepali. Nationality will be Nepali from employee table. Okay. If you perform this operation, the result will contain all the tuples. Actually, the result will be same as this table, but in many of the cases, the resultant relation will have less tuples than the argument relation or the operand relation. Okay, so this is trying to say the cardinality. Okay, cardinality of this set, that is the result, and the cardinality of the original relation. If original relation is R and its cardinality means the number of tuples is represented by this symbol, then the result may be having less or same cardinality as that of the argument relation. Next point says selection operation can be nested. Okay, so you can write multiple selection operations. Okay, you can combine them. What is being done in this example? Look at here. Actually, you have to read from the inside. Okay, you have to read from this side, not from this side, because you are getting this relation implemented first, and then in the that result you are implementing this operation. Okay, so here R is the relation, and this is one relational algebra operation the selection operation performed on relation R. Over there, in that result, the another selection operation can also be performed. Definitely you can. I hope you understood about this. For example, we may write some practical relational algebra query this way. We may have employee table. Okay, we may have employee table, and in that employee table we want to perform something like sigma post is equals to, suppose, salesman. Okay, this relational algebra query gives what? The relation that contains all those tuples from employee table which are having post equals to sales. पोस्ट सेल्स भएको सबै टपल्सहरू यसको रिजल्टमा आयो। अब त्यहाँबाट हामीले फेरि अर्को सिलेक्सन गर्न सक्छौं यो रिलेसनमा है। यो अब रिलेसन के भयो, यसको आर्गुमेन्ट भयो अथवा अपरेन्ड भयो। यसमा हामीले अर्को सिलेक्सन के गर्न सक्छौं, वी क्यान ह्याभ जब ड्युरेसन, JOB, जब ड्युरेसन वी क्यान से duration is equals to, say, is greater than 5 years la 5. So what does it mean? This means from employee table get all those records where post is equals to salesman, and we are getting one new column, new table, right, with same cardinality, with different cardinality but same degree, because the number of tuples, number of attributes will be same, but number of tuples may be decreased, definitely decreased, because in this result, in the post, you will see all are salesmen. In actual original employee table, all the posts are not definitely salesmen, right? All the posts are not salesmen. It may be different, but here the resultant relation will be containing all those tuples which are having post equals to sales. Now from this one, you want to perform this selection operation, where you want to again filter horizontally, or the tuple filter you can say. How you want to filter? There may be some operation, there may be some attribute called job title or job duration. So there may be some attribute called job duration. Okay, in this table the job duration may be 5, 6, 3 years, 1 year, and so on. Now if you perform this operation, definitely you are getting a new relation where other things are not fixed, but the fixed thing is post is always definitely sales, because you are getting from this relation only. And here job duration will be, in the result, job duration may be 5, 6, 7, and so on, but greater than 5. So this way you can nest, you can write the nested selection operation also in relational algebra. Next is selection operation is commutative. Just you can read this expression and understand. Okay, we can just, in the previous example, we can just swap these conditions in and out. That is commutative property. That means you could select to get the same result. Okay, just to get the same result, you could write this operation over this condition over here and this condition over here. Okay, this condition over here. Again, you will get the same result. This property is satisfied by selection operation. Okay, next, selection operation follows cascade combine rule. Cascade combine rule means you can simply do this as you can see in this expression. This is the nested selection query. Okay, in relation R, you are applying condition 1 to select some tuples, and you are applying condition 2 to select some tuples to filter some more tuples from the result. This is a nested query. Now, actually, you can write in this way also. Selection condition 1 and condition 2 in the same selection, single selection operation also you can write. Over here you could write what? Cascade combine rule says over here you could do something like, you can write, you could write this single sigma, this one, you can avoid this, and here with AND operation you could add this condition also. Okay, that's the select cascade combine rule. Okay, and finally it is similar to the select asterisk operation in SQL, right? Select operation is similar to select asterisk operation in SQL. Select asterisk भनेपछि के भयो त? Get everything, all the attributes. Select asterisk means get all the attributes from the relation. So we can compare select operation with select asterisk operation in relational algebra. The relational algebra and the SQL. I hope we are clear about the selection operation. It was just a revision again. Now let's go to second.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, degree कसरी preserve भएको रे?
Degree preserve भएको भनेको सबै एट्रिब्युट्सहरु आएको हैन. इम्प्लोइ को नेम, पोस्ट, स्यालेरी भनेर हामी एउटा रिलेसन छ भने त्यो रिलेसनबाट हामी केही सिलेक्सन गर्छौं भने सिलेक्सन गरेर मानौ 4 वटा इम्प्लोइ मात्र आयो भने पनि त्यो इम्प्लोइ को पनि त्यो सबै चीज हुँदैन. नेम, पोस्ट, स्यालेरी सबै एट्रिब्युट्स हुन्छ हैन. नम्बर अफ एट्रिब्युट्स त सेम हुन्छ हैन र? It's just like, there are 100 students. I will choose one student from you. Yes, student like tuples को रूपमा इमेजिन गर्ने हो भने क्लासलाई एउटा रिलेसन मान्ने हो भने मैले 10 वटा स्टुडेन्ट चुज गरे भने पनि त्यो 10 वटा स्टुडेन्टको पनि त्यही नै प्रपर्टी हुन्छ जुन 100 वटा स्टुडेन्टको छ हैन. So that number of attributes is same in the result also if you perform the selection operation. Next is projection or project operation. Okay,
sir.
Yes.
त्यो क्यास्केड कमान्ड रुलमा के अगाडि पनि रिलेसन राख्यो भने के हुन्छ कि हुन्न?
What do you want to say? अगाडि पनि
त्यो ब्र्याकेटमा रिलेसन राख्ने हुन्छ नि.
Yeah. I'll show you the slide. Okay. Like यसमा के
त्यो इक्वल टु भन्दा पछाडिको कन्डिसन 1 पछाडि पनि ब्र्याकेटमा आर राख्ने के त्यस्तै उता लास्टको जस्तै.
कन्डिसनमा रिलेसन
हैन, कन्डिसन भन्दा बाहिर के त्यो एन्ड पछाडिको छ नि.
एन्ड पछाडि यहाँ
त्यस्तै नै अगाडि एन्ड अगाडि पनि के त्यो रिलेसनलाई चाहिँ राख्ने के रिलेसन ब्र्याकेट भित्र आर.
I mean तिमीले भन्न खोजेको यो R लाई यहाँ सेलेक्सन कन्डिसन फ्रम R एन्ड
कन्डिसन टु
हैन. त्यस्तो पाइन्छ है. यो एन्ड भनेको एन्डले कन्डिसनलाई जोड्नु पर्छ. एन्ड क्यान दिस बुलियन अपरेशन्स क्यान अलवेज बी रिटर्न ओन्ली टु कनेक्ट द कन्डिसन्स हैन र? टेबलमा अनि एन्ड अर टेबल भन्न पाइन्छ है. यो कन्डिसन बिचमा मात्र राख्नु पर्छ.
बुझे सर, बुझे.
Okay. Second is project operation. Project operation is used to choose the tuples corresponding to certain attributes of a relation R. Okay. Now here the thing is just opposite to the previous one, we can say. the selection operation which was previous, there you did a horizontal filter, हैन? त्यसमा के गरेको थियो, selection operationले एउटा relation भयो R भने यसमा there may be a number of tuples or the records. If you apply sigma or the selection operation, then you are getting some tuples out of it in the result, right? But here in this select operation, the resultant relation also having the same degree. But in case of project operation, you are doing filtration with attributes, okay, corresponding to some attributes of the relation R. That means very simple, it's not complicated thing. If you are having some employee, relation, I will not draw the table, okay, every time. I will simply use some standard notation. So I am having some employee table and the attributes are ID, name, address, maybe post, salary. All right. Now, if you get some employees from this table, then you are getting select operation. But if you are getting, suppose the name of the employees only, name and address of the employees only, then you are performing PI or the project operation, okay? So if you are getting from employee table, if you are getting name and post only, okay, then this operation is called project operation. So here the degree was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Its degree was 5. But if you perform project operation, then the degree reduced to 2. Okay, degree garcha. Project operation better. Most of the time degree will be reduced. It works as a vertical filter. Why I am calling it vertical filter now, you can understand. Here there was 5 different attributes, but in the result you are getting only 2 attributes. So you are doing some filter on the attributes, not on the tuples. You are getting all the tuples, okay, no condition. All the tuples are being obtained, but only 2 attributes of the tuple. So in the employee table, imagine there are 100 employees. Okay. Now in this resultant relation, how many employees you are getting? Here also you are getting 100 employees. No filtration on tuples. Projection operation or the PI operation simply means filtering on the attributes. Okay. This operation derives a new relationship consisting all the tuples. Remember this, all the tuples. You are getting all the tuples, no filtration on the tuples. If there are 100 tuples or 100 records in the original relation, then again you are getting the 100 tuples, but with selected attributes only. Okay, that is the main thing. So pi is the symbol to represent the project operation. And this is how we write the project operation. Pi, here no condition, but we write attribute list and the relation R. Fine. So you can see some properties of the project operation. Degree or the number of attributes of the resultant relation may definitely reduce. किनभने यसमा फिल्टर नै केमा हुन्छ, एट्रिब्युटमा हुन्छ, टपल्समा हुँदैन. Duplicate tuples are eliminated from the resultant relation. Duplicate tuples eliminate हुन्छ, which is very important thing to understand है. भन्नाको अर्थ अघि मैले यहाँ यो गरेको रिजल्ट छ नि, यो अपरेसन गरेको छु मैले पाएँ, यसलाई अलिकति फर्मल नोटेसनमै लेखौँला. So writing it formally, Imagine I have some relation employee. I will simply call it E. And there I have ID, I have name, I have post and salary. Okay. Then if I perform project, okay, project, here what comes here? Here comes number of attributes, the different attribute list. So I say name and post and salary. From which relation? Relation E. All right. Now this is the algebraic expression, relational algebra expression. Okay. What is the result? Here in the employee table, you can imagine this table, this as a table also definitely. Here you have got ID, and then you are getting name and post and salary. All right. Now here may be 100 tuples. Okay, here may be 100 records over here. Now if you write this, it will give some result. The result is also some table definitely. Okay, but what does it give? It gives only name, post and salary, name, post and salary. Okay, but it will definitely give, if here are 100 tuples, here also you are getting 100 tuples, but only you are getting 3 attributes of each. Okay, and the important thing here you have to understand is number of tuples remains same, but not always. In some case, the number of tuples can be decreased. How? Because this point is saying something like that. Duplicate tuples are eliminated. Duplicate tuples are eliminated. That means if here are name, suppose A, post is P, P1, salary is S1, say. Okay, then there is maybe another employee having same name, same working in same post P1, having same salary S1. Then in the result, this will be kept only once. Okay, because you are not using the ID over here. If you use ID also, if you write here ID also, then definitely they are going to have different ID. It may have one ID, it may have 2 ID. Then you will get both of them, right? You will get ID, then they will have at least ID different. Then the tuple are considered to be different, distinct. But if you are not using the primary key attribute, if you are not using key attribute, then duplicate tuples are eliminated. Just this you have to understand. If you are getting the key attribute also in the projection, then tuples will always be equal exactly. But if you are not using the key attribute in the projection, then you may not get the same number of tuples, because some tuples may have duplicate values and they will be kept only once in the result. Number of tuples in the resultant relation may reduce. Why it is saying may reduce now? I hope you are clear. I just told you that the number of tuples are always equal in one condition. That is, if in the projection the key attribute is used. If the attribute list doesn't include the key attribute, then the number of tuples may reduce. Okay. So here is one example. Projection second list, projection first list on relation R. This will be same as simply projection of second list from relation R in one condition. That is, second list ma first list ma second list ma bhako chीज हुनु पर्छ. Okay, so is this clear or not, this point? If you need more elaboration, I will go on that. If you understood, then I will skip. I will go ahead. This point says, I think you need some elaboration. So here, this point says, if you are doing double filter on attributes, definitely in the final filter, in the intermediate filter, the final filter attribute must be there. What does it mean? It means, again, let's see, we have some table relation R. Okay, and here are different attributes, say A1, A2, A3, A4, and A5. Imagine. Now if I perform this operation, this time the projection operation, attribute A1, suppose A3 and A5, I took only 3 attributes. Operation on relation R. Then if I do again projection operation, this time I took only A1 and A5. Is it valid or not? Definitely valid, because यसले के दियो, यसले एउटा रिलेसन दियो. कस्तो रिलेसन दियो? त्यही R को मानौ यसलाई R dash भन्ने हो भने जसमा अब के हुने भयो? You have 3 attributes, A1, A3 and A5. And over here, this operation gives another relation, say R2 double dash, where you are getting A1 and A5. Okay. So यो भन्नु र resultant के भयो त? Resultant relation के भयो त? Just यो भयो नि, final result. यो भन्नु र सिधै त्यो R बाट just के ल्याइदिएको भए हुन्थ्यो, पाई गरेर यो भन्नु र यो एउटै हो है. Projection A1 and A5. डाइरेक्ट लेख्न पनि सकिन्थ्यो नि. यो पहिला A1, A3, A5 ल्याएर त्यसपछि त्यहाँबाट A1, A5 ल्याउनु भन्दा सिधै A1 र A5 ल्याएको भए नि हुन्थ्यो. यो हुनलाई के हुनुपर्छ भन्दा यहाँनेर यी एट्रिब्युटहरु सबै छन् भने त्यो डाइरेक्ट लेख्न मिल्छ. यहाँनेर सपोज यहाँनेर सपोज A9 रहेछ. अब यहाँ A9 छैन. यहाँबाट A9 झिक्न नि मिल्दैन है. त्यो केसमा यो एक्सप्रेसन मिल्दैन. So some example of projection operation. Relational algebra query to get name, post and salary of distinct employees from an employee relation. So I'm getting, with this query, with this expression, what I'm getting name, post and salary from employee. But here you have to always be careful that in a good relational algebra expression, there always should be the key attribute. So ID should be there. Even if the ID is not included, the expression is equally valid. But there may be something missing. That is, some employees may have same name, post and salary, but they will be considered only once in the result. Okay. You can combine select and project. Now let's see how the select and project can be combined. How you have to read this expression? You have to read this expression always in to out. So first of all, you have to see employee table. From employee table, there may be 1,000 number of couples. Now you are performing select operation and you are getting only the list of those employees whose salary is greater than 1 lakh, right? Now you have a smaller table with same number of attributes, but the list contains less employees this time. And from there you are getting name, post and salary. Then you are cutting the table vertically. You are cutting the table vertically. Okay, now you are cutting all the remaining things from the table, and you are getting simply name, post and salary only. So this is the result. Have you understood how to read this expression? Okay, because in your exam this type of questions will be asked. Some expression is given in language form and you have to convert that into algebra. You have to write this.